Buonasera and benvenuti. Good evening and welcome. I'm not quite sure how I will follow the first two showings. Congratulations to my artist friends and to Daniela. I wish you well for yours next time. Mie kaya mo Kris Lyon. My name is Kris Lyon. Vengo, Australia. I come from Australia. Lavo ro nel campo del li ceramic arti stile. I work with the ceramic art style. Grazie mille, Professor Duccio, Director Mima. Grazie tutti, to all of you. I don't have the skills of Uma and Melissa with their Italian, so please apologise and I will read in English. Thank you for your time and support to come to the Open Studio on behalf of all of us. This wonderfully inclusive, inspiring and immersive La Macina di San Cresci. It has been an incredible experience. My work is usually in porcelain, ranging from themes from femininity, adornment, through to architecture, paper games and tableware. It has been a privilege to work with Enzo Zago's terracotta. After all, the word is Italian. To use this clay body, so famous around the world, has been a wonderful experience for me. Perfect for my series of Tuscan-inspired dwellings. Terracotta, which can reflect an aged patina, has strength, flexibility and workability. I chose to build small-scale works to represent the many centuries of people residing in these areas since Roman times, and the layers of humanity living here and building on from those ruins. I'd like to take you through a brief presentation of my humble Tuscan dwellings, made here and currently at Enzo Zago's for firing. That is me at Enzo's. Some of my past works, just to give you a little idea of the work I do. Some porcelain collars. This is one for the Arctic Queen, made on a lace, ancient lace, and made individually with porcelain beads sewn onto mesh and lined with goat skin. I recently curated a show for my members group at home, and it was called Table for Two. So this work is called Leaf Point, and it's in porcelain. All the members were asked to provide a dinner setting for two, for deux. This is also in porcelain and fired again to 1280 degrees Celsius and finished with a black granite glaze. I had a lot of fun setting the table. This is one of my compassion boats. I spoke briefly to Alfredo Coriani and to Mima and to others here about my comment about world refugeeism, immigration, and particularly in Australia, boat people, everyone comes from somewhere. I learned to say the language, the word compassion in as many different languages as I could find, and this is only one of the boats. Stoneware underglaze, fired in the 1280 degrees Celsius, and sold in 2018. That's me. Another one of my passions is, don't forget about traditional paper games in the world of computers. I think it's very important for us, for reminiscence for us as children, but to encourage the children of our time to also play with traditional paper games. So I have made several paper games, the chatterboxes and the aeroplane, the hat and the boat, and the list goes on. They were all sold on opening night too. I work in slip cast porcelain, where you make the mould and then you pour the porcelain slip into the mould and then quickly turn it out again. And you have a very fine skin, and finer the better for porcelain, with the translucency that we porcelain artists chase. This one is in the front is decorated with lace, and you dip the lace into the porcelain and then apply the lace to the vessel, and the cotton burns away and you are left with a porcelain lace. There at my home. Another stained slip cast porcelain beakers for wine or tea. This style is made very quickly with coloured porcelain and painted very quickly into the mould. Add the white porcelain, tip it out, hey presto, instant decoration. My current work at La Macina di Cresci. I wanted to try something different. It has been a wonderful experience, as I said, working in Enzo Zargo's terracotta. It comes from the same area. I am thrilled to know from our host Mima that the Diomo's tiles had come from as well. That is such a thrill for me. I chose to stain layers of colour and representing the layers of the people that have lived in these villages. I also brought crumbs of my porcelain from home, just to reflect the ancient ruins of Rome and Roman villages, as well as a little bit of me in my Italian work. I stacked and then I slice like bread and then built. And this is my Tuscan dwellings one awaiting firing. So very simple, but of course a reference to the San Cresci bell tops. You can see the porcelain spread through the layers of time. Tuscan dwellings too, the process here, just very simple, but building up to reflect the times and the people. I was so inspired by Montefiore. And that's them there awaiting firing. Of course, the cypress trees stand tall and significant in this area, so I had to include those. Tuscan dwellings 3, just a little different, but also wanting to reflect the age and the layers, the crumbling facades, the texture, and to show through to ancient times, to past ones that had repaired, painted the works and the buildings. A little reference to the beautiful shingled tiles that you see all across Tuscany. That's me at Enzo Zaga's painting right next to a grand flower pot, a grand pot. It was fun. And these will also come out of the firing, and also a lot of fun in replicating the area. That's me as well there. Tuscan Dwellings number 4, slightly different, but also with a puzzle paper game kind of aspect to the rock walls. And I also think I can make those in porcelain too, and do lights with those. And of course, Tuscan Dwellings number 5 is you must show the work of the ancient Rome. Simple and crude as it is, this is where the story begins, of course. The Roman ruins, the villa. Awaiting firing. A small bouquet to you, to our lovely hosts. I was using up some clay, and hopefully they'll be able to, some of them can stay here too. The sage leaves are an added bonus, and we had a lovely true Tuscan antipasta with Nima the other day, and Duccio. That was hand pressed. Thank you, Uma, Melissa, and Daniela. It has been amazing. Most of all, my heartfelt thanks and gratitude go to Mima and Duccio.
E la sigaretta.
Oh. You'll see these in the walls. Grazie per la vostra.
Registro il marchio, registro luce.
Grazie.